All right, ask and ye shall receive. I have our summer schedule that I was going to go over with you guys. So I'll kind of give you a rundown of my kids, what they're all going to do. The oldest one obviously graduated, and so he's not doing school right now. He is looking for a full time job, and so he's just been doing his regular part time job while looking for a full time job and preparing to go on a mission this year. So that's exciting. The next one, he will be a senior this next year. He is actually not doing any school this summer. He is just working on his album. He has been writing music like crazy, producing it all, doing all the instruments and everything. So he's trying to get his album released this summer. And I think that's an awesome way to learn a lot of stuff of being educated always doesn't mean just reading a book and checking it off, right? And so I love seeing him taking the practical application of doing something difficult and doing something hard and learning the instruments and the software and releasing it and all that stuff. So he's doing a different type of school this summer. My next, she will be a junior this year. She is actually decided to continue with her college classes through the summer. So she has a goal of trying to get her bachelor's degree done before she would graduate high school. So she's working really hard and doing a bunch of college throughout the summer. So that's what my oldest three are. And then the next three still are doing school with me completely. So I have their little checky sheets. I don't have a better name for it. I always call it a checky sheet. But you'll see it always says their name across the top, and this is their tiny little schedule. So we just do school Monday through Thursday. If something comes up, we don't. It's not like really strict. It's just something that gives us a nice structure for the day. And I really liked doing school throughout the summer, and I just like doing this little simple schedule. So when we do scripture study as a family earlier, and then eat breakfast and do all that good stuff. And then I do read aloud with the kids. And after that, then they're just on their own, and I do a minute with mom. So on their own, my Josh, he did not finish his language arts, so the good and the beautiful. So if they didn't finish their language arts, I have them work on that through the summertime until they finished it. So literature, he still wants to read Les Mis. And it's so funny, like he and Tess have been reading it for so long, and like some parts of it are so terrible. And I never said they had to read it. They totally just picked it by themselves. But that was the literature book that they had decided to read. And so he said, I want to finish the book because there are really good parts. There are just really long, slow parts. So he's still picking away at Les Mis. Then they get to study scriptures. And so he's chosen to study the Book of Mormon. Then they do math and some typing. And then so when we do Minute with Mom, all I would be doing would be checking his language arts, checking his literature. He'll tell me what he read and stuff like that. So Tess, she finished language arts, and so her schedule's a little bit easier, but she likes to do foreign language. So Duolingo is on her schedule. She is also reading Les Mis. She's studying the New Testament for scriptures, math, typing, and Duolingo, and then meeting with me. And then finally, I have Brig, and we go really slow on his language arts because it's not about how fast you can do something. Can you understand the concept? And so where some of this isn't coming natural to him, I have been taking language arts super duper slow. So we actually started the third grade level curriculum. Now I can't even remember what grade he's in. Yeah, third grade. He just finished third grade. And we didn't even try the third grade level until about the middle of his third grade year because we did the second grade one first. And so we've just been picking at it very slowly, sometimes just a page. And just, I want him to understand it, not just rush through it. So he and we usually do language arts every other day together. So like Monday, Wednesday, he'll do it with me. Tuesday, Thursday by himself. If it's too difficult, we'll do it together. Diagramming sentences, he likes to do that sitting next to me. He doesn't want me to look until he's done, but he likes to do it next to me. It helps him to feel a little bit more confident. So I'm trying to transition him to being completely an independent learner, but language arts has been his hardest subject, and so we still do that one a lot together. I said that weird. Literature. So he's not reading a classic. He's still younger, where I'm trying to get him to just love reading, and it is totally working because I found the greatest series, Imagination Station, and he eats it up. So what I do is a lot of times I will get him an Imagination Station book. He'll read it way too fast, And then before I can get another one, I have him read some other books that we have lying around the house. So even though his says Imagination Station, he will get multiple books throughout the summer. When he finishes the first book of the Imagination Station, then I'll just kind of slough different books in there. And then a few weeks later, I'll get him another book. He'll finish that, and then I'll get him another one that he can read that's a little bit more of a classical type book. Scriptures, he's also studying Book of Mormon, math, handwriting. We do our handwriting together. He's been learning cursive, and I don't want him to lose the momentum of the cursive that he has learned, so we'll still do that. And honestly, with that, I just let him go at his pace. He doesn't love handwriting, so I don't want it to make it this exhausting, like I hate writing type attitude. And so honestly, if he just writes one letter and he says I'm done, then we're done. Sometimes he wants to do a page, like fantastic, we do a page, and I just kind of let him lead the way. He knows he has to finish the book, but honestly with homeschooling, that's the great thing, is that it doesn't matter if he finishes the book today or if he finishes it in 2 years. Eventually he'll learn how to write cursive, and it's really awesome. He loves typing and Duolingo, so he does those on his own as well. Master George, I am not doing school with him yet this summer, but we are going to start with him this fall and start doing preschool and learning some of his letters, so that's fun. So this is about a 10-week schedule is what I have planned. I took this week off, and I do a 10-week schedule because then it allows for some leeway of some vacation time, some family time, and to not have it be too rigorous. And then at the end, we'll take another week off. And then I love to do Happy Not First Day of School, so I'll try to do that when everybody else goes back to school, if they go back to school, I guess. But I will do that, and then we'll take a week off, and then we'll start our full big semester in the fall. So when creating something like this, I highly recommend creating it with your children, because when they can take ownership of their education, it's so much easier to get them to do something that they want to do versus like, I want you to do this. If I had told my kids you have to read Les Mis, I know I would have got pushback. But the fact that they chose to read Les Mis, they're like, yeah, sometimes it gets boring, or sometimes I don't understand the words or some of the French names. But like I said, I do it, so I'm going to finish it. So creating their schedule with them, I think, is imperative and incredibly important because it gives them ownership and wanting to do it. I love doing school through the summer because, like I said, it gives us the routine. Then we can eat lunch and then go to the pool every day. That's fun. So I like doing that. So just letting you guys know that this is what our schedule is. And if you have any questions, feel free to email me. And or even if you want a copy of what this looks like, I'm happy to take a screenshot of it and share that with you. So just send me an email and I will help you out. Have a great day, guys.